Welcome back to Tom's Kitchen on Hoods Hill, and today I'm going to be making a chicken soup. Actually, it's really like a boiled chicken that I then use for both soups or to make chicken salads with. So it starts with the basics. I have in here approximately 4-pound chicken that I have rinsed out. I've got it covered with water, salt, pepper, some garlic, and some slices of onions. Now, one of the things that I do when I'm doing other cooking is I always peel off the onions, but the outer layer or so that has the skin on it, I save in a baggie, and then when I'm making a soup, I peel this skin off at that point, like so, and then I add that into my soups. So I'm trying not to waste anything here in terms of throwing it out. Everything goes in, it has a purpose. So I just save those in a baggie, and then when I make soups, these go in, because I don't think they're quite quality enough to put into a cooked ingredient or in something like a potato salad, but they're perfectly fine because we're gonna boil this now. I'm gonna bring it to a boil, then reduce it to a simmer, cook it for about 45 minutes, then I turn it off and I let it sit for an hour. And that will thoroughly cook it through, extract all the goodness out of the chicken, and then when it comes down to room temperature, I pull the chicken out. I then slice it up or shred it. I bag it up of what I'm gonna keep, and then I strain the broth, and then I put everything back in. I'll put in some carrots, some onion. I like to add in curry powder. Sometimes I'll put in coconut milk to make it like a coconut milk soup. And from there, we'll finish off some different recipes. But that's the basics of how I cook a whole chicken here to then turn into soups and into salads. Let's check and see how our chicken's doing. Oh yeah, looking good. So we're just gonna let this cook for about 45 minutes. Then we'll turn it off, let it sit for an hour. Then we'll debone, strain, and then we're ready to move on to any type of soup recipe that I incorporate chicken into, or I can use it to make chicken salad. I can also sometimes we'll shred it and wrap it in lettuce leaves with a dipping sauce and make chicken wraps. And I'll make take some peanut butter and some soy sauce and some honey and a little bit of vinegar or lime juice, blend that together and make a peanut sauce. That's another good little side recipe. Anyways, I'm diverging. The chicken is cooking. We'll be back. So now our chicken has been sitting in the pot. I left it in for about an hour and a half. It's almost at room temperature. I'm gonna pluck this out now, and then I'm gonna debone it, and then I will strain the broth. You don't want any of the vegetables that were in it while it was cooking. You discard those. Then you use fresh vegetables like onions and carrots, etc., to finish up the soup.